Ada was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes on January 21st, 2015. She had just turned 2. She was still sleeping in a crib. Her behavior was changing. She was more irritable. She was thirsty all the time. And at first, I didn't think too much of it. But there was just something one day that I just knew that so much had changed, and she had such a desperation for her thirst that we went to the hospital. They gave her her very first finger poke to test how high her blood sugar was. The moment that they poked her finger and we got the number, we knew that she had type 1 diabetes. Ada will get a finger prick anywhere from 2 to 5 times a day. We will change her inset location every 3 to 5 days. And we change the CGM, her continuous glucose monitor, once a week. It's a life of needles, basically.
They have to be vigilant all the time, all day, all night, constant vigilance. It is a 24/7 job to make sure that she is safe, that she has what she needs, that her pump is operating properly. I wish that there was some way to give them a little bit more reprieve, all 3 of them, from the toll that it takes.
When I think about having a dog in our home, I love the idea of her having a friend that never leaves her side and just takes care of her, making sure that she's safe not only physically, but she's also safer emotionally.
I love the idea of an alert dog for Ada for safety reasons for her, but I also love the idea of an alert dog for my sister and her husband, for their ability to sleep perhaps a little more soundly than they would otherwise.
Most deaths that happen that are related to diabetes are because of hypoglycemic events that happened while they were sleeping. So we check her at usually 3 to 5 times a night, making sure that she's okay.
Having an extra team member to work with Scott and Mary to ensure Ada's safety, I can only imagine how much peace of mind that can offer. I have been present when Ada's pump has failed, and those circumstances are so scary.
We had a different pump that would, at random, just give her extra insulin, one time as much as 11 units at a time, which is 3 times what we normally give her for a meal.
You can't help but, even though we caught it in time, or Mary and Scott caught it in time, and there's always that in the back of your head of like, well, what if? Like, what if they hadn't caught it in time? What's awesome about a service dog is that dog has one job, and that job is just to make sure that Ada is okay, that her numbers are good.
They're actually trained on the scent of Ada's hypoglycemia and hyperglycemia. He can smell when she's low. He can smell when she's high before her insulin pump will actually alarm that she's low.
This animal who's capable of waking up from a dead sleep and recognizing that she needs help. A service dog being in her room overnight could save her life. Mary and Scott are such good people, and they are always finding ways to help other people. And it's how they're teaching their children, is to invite people into their lives to help them in any way that they can. And they need help with this. Anybody would. This is a great way for people who love them and who love Ada and want to support them. This is a great way to help and to show them that what you put out in the world comes back.
We are asking for help from our family and our friends and total strangers. We're hoping that others will be inspired by her story and want to help out this little girl who deserves to have a better life.
The hope is, with this service dog, that there is healing on both sides that will happen for Mary and Scott and for Ada.